Hello, beautiful friends. Happy weekend. I hope you're going to make it the best weekend of your entire life. I'm definitely going to be getting out to the beach, for those of you who don't know. I live in beautiful Costa Rica, so it's summertime here now. We just shifted out of rain season. The wind has come, the blue skies have come, the sun has come, and we're getting ready for like 35 degrees Celsius for the next while. We probably won't get rain again until May or June. So yeah, kind of like drought season, dry season, lots of sun, lots of heat, but we soak it up. We make the very best of it. It's beautiful. It's such a blessing. It was a dream of mine to live here for so long. So I'm here for a purpose other than talking to you about the weather. We're going to talk all about how to have true fulfillment in business, because this is something that is a major part of my expertise. This is something that I've helped people with for many years through my businesses, my mentorship, my coaching work, my healing work, and I still get to do this work, very much so, in this beauty business, which I absolutely love. But it's a mark that a lot of entrepreneurs miss. It's a piece of the puzzle that many people overlook or aren't taught to prioritize. And really, like, if we're getting into business, shouldn't it be for more fulfillment? If we're going to do anything in our lives, shouldn't it be because it's going to bring us greater joy, fulfillment, you know, the things that we desire to experience in our lives? In my opinion, that's what I believe that business and entrepreneurship and service in the world should be. Fulfilling, joyful, something that we can actually enjoy giving ourselves to, right? Trading our lives for. That's what work is. That's what your career is. That's what your job is. You trade your time, your energy, a big majority of your life for that thing. So I want to talk to you about like how to really do business in a fulfilling way and how to create true fulfillment through whatever business you're in. Because like I said, most people miss that mark. And gratefully over the years, through my experience in business, through my now almost 7 years of running businesses online, building my own businesses online, creating and innovating ways to do that were unique and aligned with me and my unique design, my unique desires, all of the things. I get to pass all of this on to the people that I get to work with, the people I get to talk to now. So that's what I'm here to share with you today. So when it comes to fulfillment, like, you first have to know what is important to you. You have to get to know yourself on such a level where you can really start to understand what matters to you. What is meaningful to you? What do you care about in your life, right? You may look at this through the lens of like your core values, okay? A really easy way to think of this when it comes to business is like, think of your top 5 pillars. What are like the main 3 to 5 pillars of you? What are the main 3 to 5 values or pieces of your life that hold the most meaning and importance for you? For me, my core values over the years have shifted and changed and evolved very much so. And my list of core values is very long because I value many more things in my life and reality now than I used to. That's just a reflection of my own growth and my intention to make every part of my life as fulfilling as it can possibly be. So you can bring that in as well by starting to care more about the things that are really important to you and looking at ways for how you can integrate those things into your lives. So like I said, what are the top 5 things that are most meaningful, important, and valuable to you? Think about those things. For me, when I first started my business, like, my main core value was freedom. I was all in for more freedom, more fulfillment, more joy. That was like literally why I started my business. I wanted time freedom. I wanted location freedom. I wanted financial freedom. I wanted the freedom to be able to make my own choices. So starting my own businesses, 6 to 7 years ago, that was the easiest pathway, the most clear pathway that I could see to start creating more of that freedom and fulfillment in my life on my own terms. Okay, so yeah, that is like my biggest one used to be freedom. But the one that's most important to me now is fulfillment. Because I realized I could have all the freedom in the world, right? I could have all the time freedom to make my own schedule. I could have all the location freedom to travel the world and live where I desire to, right? I could have all the financial freedom, all the financial support, but still, I would feel like there was something missing. I felt like there was something missing. If the fulfillment wasn't a piece of the puzzle for me, it didn't feel like the puzzle was fully put together. So I recognized over time, through exploring my core values and living in alignment with my values and things that were important to me, that, these things shift. Like the level of importance of things shifts over time. That's going to change and evolve with you over time as your journey changes and evolves as well. So this is something that we've really got to be conscious of and think about consistently along our journey, so that we can really have like true fulfillment in our lives and in our businesses, right? So fulfillment is the number one core value, the number one most meaningful thing to me in my life right now, is cultivating an experience of true fulfillment in my present reality, when things are shifting and changing through all of the ebbs and flows. And as I move forward, fulfillment is my number one pillar in my life that I prioritize. And that fulfillment is directly tied to my joy. Because if I can feel truly fulfilled, like life as a whole is a lot more joyful. That is really important to me, to be fulfilled and enjoying the journey along the way, no matter what. So my second pillar of my life is freedom. It's still freedom. It's freedom of choices. Being able to choose what I do, when I do it, where I do it, for what reasons. Having the freedom of choice in my life means the world to me. If I don't have that freedom of choice, I feel like something majorly important to me is missing in my life in reality. Okay? So that freedom of choice, freedom and choices, that's my number two pillar. The number two facet of me and my life and my world and my reality that is most important to me. Number three for me is connection. That's friends, family, my network, my team, the people that I have the privilege and the opportunity to connect with day to day. Connection is my number three most important. If I am lacking connection with my friends, with my family, with people in the outside world, y'all, the joy isn't there, the fulfillment isn't there, the meaning isn't there. That's how I know that this is something that I value so deeply. Because when it's not there, like I said, the puzzle feels incomplete. So that's the third pillar of me is connection. My friends, my family, my loved ones, it means the world to me to have them near, to have them close, and to be in deep, meaningful connection with them on a consistent basis. Number four, for me personally, is impact and service and transformation, right? Impact, service, transformation, and the legacy that I am building through that. That is the third pillar of me. That is the third pillar of my life that I prioritize. So another thing that I should say about these pillars of my life is everything that I do in my life is aligned with these pillars. Everything that I do in my life shows and reflects that I prioritize these pillars, these core values. And that's how I build a fulfilling life and business, is by knowing what is meaningful to me and putting that at the forefront of everything that I choose to do. Okay? Very, very important in business especially. So impact, service, transformation, legacy, that's like my fourth pillar, that whole bundle of things. Now my fifth pillar, the fifth pillar of me, the fifth thing that I value and is most meaningful to me and important to me in my life is infinite potential and personal growth and the highest quality of life that is available, and excellence, personal excellence. You know, that means like self-leadership as well. All of these things. This idea of I have infinite potential. I have access to infinite potential. I live in a world full of infinite potential and infinite possibilities. And I get to develop and grow and evolve myself into more of that potential, right? That potential is directly tied to my quality of life. That potential is directly tied to my personal growth. That potential is directly tied to my personal excellence and my leadership, right? So, those are my 5 pillars. Like, what are the main 3 to 5 pillars of you? You know, some of my other core values are like spirituality, you know, connection with my higher power, exercise, health, wellness, non-toxic living, like giving a shit about what I put in my body. All of these things are very, very important to me. And there's so many other things beyond, you know, sustainability, like so many things. I could go on and on. But the things that is most important is like for you to recognize what your top 3 to 5 are. And then I want you to ask yourself, am I really prioritizing these main 3 to 5 pillars in my life? Am I prioritizing these main 3 to 5 pillars in my business? Because if your career, if your work, if your business does not align with these values, with these main pillars, you're not going to be accessing the depths and levels of fulfillment that you have access to. So when I say how to have true fulfillment in business, it's about prioritizing what is really important to you. It's as simple as that. So these pillars of you, they're meaningful, important, and consistent parts of your life, or they should be consistent parts of your life. And if they're not consistent parts of your life, that is the main reason why you feel that you lack fulfillment. Okay? The fulfillment isn't lacking, it's completely available there, but you have to choose it. You have to choose it through your daily habits, your daily actions, how you show up in your life, your disciplines, right? If you do run your own business, you have to be able to run and structure and show up for your business in a way that aligns with these values. So for me, if one of my main values is freedom, I'm not gonna have a business that makes me feel so confined and so structured and so locked into a certain way of doing things that I have no freedom to go outside of that box, right? This is why like a regular job doesn't work for me. It's not fulfilling for me. It's like literally the most unfulfilling thing in my life. It would be if I had to show up for a regular job. Now, I recognized that years ago, so I've been able to prioritize this value of fulfillment and build businesses and income sources that actually allow me to honor my values and live in alignment with these pillars of me, right? That gives me true fulfillment in my life. So yeah, these are your core values, right? This is like when you live in alignment with your pillars, this is where your deepest fulfillment in your life, in your business, in everything really lies. So that's the first thing, is identify it. Ask yourself, am I living in accordance and in alignment with these things every day? And if you're not, you got to start shifting things. What are the areas where you don't have that fulfillment? What are the things that you do, that you're committed to, that you're responsible for, that feel like they drain on, like literally drain on and wring out your joy and your fulfillment and your life force? You got to be able to identify what are the things that feel like they're draining my life force, because those are going to be things that are not in alignment with your values and your main pillars. It's very simple. Like, one of the main questions I ask in all of my coaching and mentorship work is, like, is this really what you want? Like, is this truly fulfilling for you? Does this really, like, light you up from the inside out? You know, there are going to be things that we have to do that don't necessarily feel that way. You know, dishes, cleaning, washing the toilets, things like that, right? Obviously, probably not everybody finds the deepest joy and fulfillment in these things, but look at it logically and realistically. Does doing that mundane life human task add to your joy and your fulfillment in the long run? Yeah. Like having a tidy house, having dishes done, eating healthy food, exercising, cleaning the toilets, all of these things that you say, oh, I don't really want to do that. It doesn't really bring me joy or fulfillment. It does bring you joy and fulfillment. Even if it's not in the moment, it adds to your overall joy and fulfillment in the long run. And that's just like the trade-off of being human. Sometimes you have to do things that are not the most fun in order to really create your highest quality of life. So you have to have that discernment to be able to get clear and like not bullshit yourself out of doing the things that are truly correct for you. So yeah, when it comes to like these pillars and these core values at all, you have to build a certain level of discipline with them because things are not always going to be easy. Like life is going to just continue getting more challenging and getting harder in different ways because the purpose of life is to challenge us so that we continue to grow and evolve, right? And if we're not challenged, we're never going to grow. So sometimes you have to do those things. Not sometimes. You will have to become disciplined with doing some of the things that you say you don't feel like doing because it truly does translate to your highest quality of life and your deepest fulfillment. So this is really about like doing business and doing life in a way that is in alignment with your unique design because nobody else is going to share these pillars. Nobody else is going to share these values. Nobody else is going to find the deepest purpose and meaning and fulfillment and joy in the exact same things that you do. And it's your job to identify those parts of you and get really clear on what these things are and then start living in alignment with that because that is literally the only way for you to bring to life the possibilities and the potentials in this lifetime that you are here for. Like you came here for a very specific and clear reason. And you living in alignment with your deepest joy and fulfillment, doing things in a way that is in alignment with these pillars of you, these values. That's how you literally live your purpose and bring to life more of the possibilities through your unique expression and being. So this whole having true fulfillment thing, like I said, it's kind of elusive for many entrepreneurs and many business people, many, people who do other things as well. So just start thinking about it. Start thinking about your real fulfillment. Start thinking about these things that are truly important to you. Start thinking about how you can prioritize and create more of these things in your life. Because it's going to change your whole life when you start thinking and moving and living in this way. I guarantee you. And if you don't feel like you have opportunities right now where like exploring something like this is accessible, then come and chat with me because I have spaces and opportunities and experiences to share with you where you can come in here and we can do this kind of growth and evolution and growing together. We can build you a truly fulfilling income source. I can show you how to rearrange your business or rearrange your life so that you are truly living in and cultivating more and more of those things that are really important to you. It's my job. It's what I do. It's what I do in this beauty business. It's what I've done for years in my mentorship and coaching and healing work. And this is what I'm really here for, is to help and support other people in living in their deepest joy and fulfillment. Okay? So, if you desire to come and play in an experience like this, send me a message. I have many things to share with you. If you really want to come and join this beauty business or not even the business, if you just want to join this beauty journey and come and look at how you can increase your fulfillment in your life simply by changing out your products, that's one of the easiest ways that you can add to your fulfillment. At the beginning of this year, not the beginning of this year, but when was it? In May of this year, when I decided to switch out my products, I did so because I was looking for a really easy, simple way that I could pour into myself and increase my fulfillment with my relationship with me. I had a really difficult beginning of this year with a terribly tragic loss, and navigating the aftermath of that and the healing through that was really difficult for me. So changing out my products, my hair products, was one super simple way I could give something back to myself. And the gift that that was, the gift that that was for me, was more than I ever imagined it could be. It multiplied my fulfillment tenfold in no time. And I say, these products, this business, it's the gift that keeps on giving. It gets better and better every day. There's more and more blessings that come to fruition every moment through this opportunity. So if you just want to come get more fulfillment by changing your hair products, let me help you with that. Get the #1 cleanest, safest products onto your hair and your skin, and watch how that changes your life. If you need an opportunity to come in for mentorship and support and get a community of people that prioritize things like we talk about here, prioritize this growth and this evolution and this creating truly fulfilling existences, meaningful, purposeful, service-led lives and businesses, come in. I'll teach you how to start a business with 15 to 60 minutes per day. The most fulfilling and joyful and exciting and fun business that you may have ever experienced in your life. Whether you're looking for a whole business to start on your own, whether you have no income right now, or whether you're just looking to add something additional, I'm here to support you. We rise together. This is the best team. We have the greatest mentorship. The support system is mind-blowing. If you haven't heard me talk about it before, then just come and ask me. Just come and chat about it. I'm an open book. I'll share the things with you. Honest. No BS. No weird stuff. No funny business here. I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of the day. But I hope you all took so much from this conversation about fulfillment. And I hope this really gets you thinking about how you can cultivate and create more of that in your own life and reality, in whatever ways that you feel you can. And if you don't know how you can, please reach out for support. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help. I would love to help you rise into more of everything that you're here for. Have the best day of your lives. I'll talk to y'all soon.